So welcome to another Java program tutorial, and this isn't going to be really much of a tutorial. In the variables tutorial, I only taught you two different types of variables, strings and int for integers. Now Java has a lot more advanced well, they're not very advanced, but they're not the basic kind of variables. So I'm just going to be going through all the different types of variables. I won't go through every single one, but these are all the common ones. So the first one is a char, I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced, but it's short for character. And let's give this a name of 1, the word 1, and set this equal to, now this holds one letter or one character. And for some reason in Java, instead of doing it like that, you see we've got an error there. Instead, we have to put a single quote, so an apostrophe basically, in order for that to work. The next type of variable is a float, and we're just going to call this 2. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing you strings and integers because we know about those already. So float is a decimal. It's basically a short decimal. We also have a double, which is just a really long decimal. But I'll come to that in a minute. So we're just going to set this to 3.149. I don't remember the whole of pi. But there we go. Oh, you gotta put an F at the end as well. Forgot about that. The F is just for float. I'm not too sure why you gotta put that in, but you won't actually see the F when it's run. The next type is a boolean. These are quite common. If you don't know what a boolean is, it's basically a true or false. So it can only have two values, either true or false. So we're gonna just call this 3. And set this equal to true. I think that's a lowercase t. Yeah, that's why. So that has to be a lowercase t or a lowercase f for false. The next type is a byte. Now this is a really short number. I believe it's from -128 all the way through to positive 127. So this, let's just set this to 4, and it's going to be equal to, what should it be equal to? Set it equal to 4. So that's just a really small number. I'm not sure what the difference really is between this and an int. I just use int, but there must be some difference for it. Okay, a short. This is just a number, so an integer, from something like -30,000 all the way through to positive 30,000. I'm not sure of the exact number, but it's something like that. So this is equal to 5, and then, sorry, it's called 5, and we're going to set this equal to 20,000. There we go. So that was our short. Then we've also got a long. Take a guess what that does. So this is going to be called 6, and this is something like, oh, this goes from negative into 2 billion or something. It's basically very high. And we're going to set this to 1 and a bunch of zeros, like that. And then we've also got a double. A double is just a very long float, basically. It's just a very long decimal. So we're going to call this 7. And I'm going to set this equal to 1.00001. Let's put this a random number. Is that too big? No, that's not too big. And those are all the common types of variables. Another thing about Eclipse is, can I zoom? No, I can't zoom. It underlines these variables in yellow. Now the reason it's doing that is because it says the value of the local variable 7 is not used. So there's not an error. If we run this, it will still work. It's telling us that it's pointlessly there, and that there's no point in it being there. But we're going to make there a point of it now. So we're going to do system.out.println, and then here we're just going to put semicolon afterwards. And I'm just going to copy this. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have it there 7 times. So first we're going to display 1, and then we're going to display 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Just like that. So now if we go ahead and run this and pull the console bigger, you see first we had A, then there's 3.1459, true, 4, 2001, and then some number, and then we've got this really long decimal. So this was a really quick tutorial. Well, it's actually 6 minutes. It's not the quickest tutorial. Just showing you all of the different types of variables. So thank you for watching this. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.